Hey everyone, as you can see I'm just starting to make supper here. Just went and picked up the kids from daycare and now we're kind of just going ahead with supper, and right there is about a pound of ground beef that we're just going to start cooking up. Usually it's thawed a bit more, but just moving into the house and getting a hang of our microwave, so it's not as thawed as I'd like it to be, but that's fine. Doesn't take much to thaw it out and cook it up on the go, so it's just what I'm doing here. You can kind of see right here I'm about to look at my kids. They're running around playing and somewhat watching cartoons and somewhat playing tag and with other toys. You know, what kids do when you're trying to make supper in the kitchen. The brand of the beef that we get is actually, we just because we live on a farm, we get our beef from my husband's family, and we get it butchered and then packaged separately. So it's not actually a brand from the store or anything like that. It's just what we get from surrounding farms. So here it just looks like I'm trying to cut up the beef a bit more. I'm just trying to get it to thaw quicker and cook up faster because unfortunately I'm on a time limit. So just trying to get it to cook faster and be ready for supper in time. So hopefully everybody had a good day today and your evenings are just as good and everyone's kind of busy doing extracurriculars and whatnot. And usually in the evening we like to come home and make supper really quick because our boys, we have twin boys, 3 years old, and they go to daycare during the day. I have a 4-month-old at home as well. And so the boys go to daycare during the day so that they get one-on-one time for themselves, and it's easier for me to clean the house and get things prepared for the rest of the evening so that when they come home it's just quick to get them fed, get them bathed up, and get them into bed so we can get started early on the next morning. But other than that, just regular routine stuff here, not doing very much out of the difference or ordinary. So you can probably hear Miss Rachel in the background there. My 4-month-old really enjoys watching her. He gets a little bit of time in the morning watching her before we have to go over to the other house and try and pack up as much as we can and clean up as much as we can before we have to go get the boys from daycare. But I do not own the rights to her music or to her show or any part of that production whatsoever. We just enjoy watching it in the morning. So I'm just going to let you sit there and kind of enjoy watching a little bit quicker speed. Me cook the rest of the ground beef there, and then I'll pop back on just to kind of tell you what else I'm in the process of doing for the supper. You can see me grabbing a pot. I'm just getting some water boiled for the pasta that we're about to have. I'm just going to cook some egg noodle. We just get it from our local grocery store, and I'll show you the brand here in a little bit. But yeah, I really like it. I prefer it. It's almost like the noodle you find in your chicken noodle soups. It's really good. I really enjoy it. here I'm just showing you what the ground beef looks like as it's cooking, kind of giving you a sneak peek as to what it's going to look like kind of in the end. Well, minus the red spots on the beef, of course. It's all going to be brown and cooked properly. So here I went off to grab the onions that we use. Again, locally sourced. Well, not locally sourced, locally bought, sorry. They're quite simple. I used to buy the onions from the store and chop them up, but we just found that we were wasting way more onions than were necessary. And so for as often as we actually used the onions, they were just going bad too quickly, and so we ended up buying these frozen onions. They're the exact same onion, it's just frozen, and we enjoy them so much just because they're able to be put back into the freezer, take them out when you need them, and they work better for us, honestly. And after this, I'm about to grab some garlic and use a couple spoons of that. I know that I probably used more than what most people would, but we enjoy garlic, we enjoy onions. It's some of the basis of most of our dishes, so if you don't like them, don't add them. But I encourage you to try this recipe just because we really liked it. But again, season it to your preference. There's no right or wrong way to cook, it's just have fun in the kitchen. So here you see me getting ready to add the noodles into the pot. This is the bag of noodles that we usually buy from our local grocery store. Again, these go very quick in our house. It's a very common starch that we use because our kids just don't really gravitate towards potatoes unless it's fries or tater tots. And well, we can't have fries and tater tots every meal. So it's either this or rice, and quite often they gravitate towards the noodles more than the rice or anything else for starch. So I usually like to add oil to my noodles just because it helps to stop them from clumping. And then you'll see me adding a little bit of chicken stock. I really enjoy that taste as well. I like it better than just salting the water just because it gives that extra bit of flavor that I'm after. And then depending on what flavor I want for after the noodles, I might spice that a little bit differently. But the base that I put in is oil and chicken stock. The chicken stock that you see me using there, I don't have the brand name for it, just because the local grocery that we get our chicken stock from usually buys theirs in bulk and then just disperses it through their own bags. And so we don't actually have a brand for it. It's just chicken stock. So here you can see me seasoning up my beef. I just use what I like. Actually, we just bought this Kinder's buttery urban garlic mix from Walmart, but I really like it. It kind of reminds me of the seasoning or the flavor you get from stuffing. It's really good. And then just some roasted garlic and red pepper flakes. And then I put a little bit of taco seasoning in. It, honestly, to your preference, just whatever you enjoy. I just noticed I didn't add any salt or pepper to my beef. I just didn't want to try it this time around. I kind of wanted to see what it would taste like without it. But normally I would add either onion or garlic salt. And we're not really a pepper family. But I mean, again, not anything wrong with that, just whatever you like. So here I'm just showing you what the hamburger is starting to look like as we're cooking it, and also the noodles. Here I'm getting ready to make a salad. We don't really buy the ingredients for salads. We just kind of buy the assembled salads just because we're only having it for one meal, honestly. And it's just easier for us to do it this way. It's more cost effective for us this way. We were finding that buying the individual ingredients for a salad, it was just a lot of it was going to waste. And in this economy, who can really afford that, honestly? I mean, if you can, good for you. I'm happy for you. But for us having little kids, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for us to have those ingredients. We do buy them fresh ingredients like carrots and cucumbers because they love those. Otherwise, it's just pre-made salads, and they work for us. So here you can see I take the noodles off of the burner and drain them out. I usually just put some butter into them just to kind of help them from sticking together. And then I'm going to add them to the beef afterwards. I find it really awkward to put just starch on your plate with like ground beef next to it because, I don't know, I just find it strange to me. Anyways, doesn't matter. And then we're just going to have the salad on the side. So that's going to be our supper for the evening. So here I've added the noodles to the ground beef. Nothing over the top, nothing spectacular. If you wanted to add some sauces, my favorites are like ranch or Alfredo sauce. You could even add marinara if you'd like, or some type of tomato sauce or pasta sauce. But I would, if I was going to add the Alfredo sauce, it would be Alfredo garlic sauce. And then I would just add a couple extra spices to that, such as the roasted garlic and red pepper flakes, some salt of some kind, not a lot, especially if you add it prior to, and then probably some Italian seasoning. Here's me dishing up the boys. So here's the baby carrots I was talking about. They really enjoy having carrots on the side just because it's easier for them. They don't have to pick up a bunch of salad, but I will add a little bit of salad to their plates because they like to have on their plates what we have on our plates. So here I am just unloading the dishwasher really quick before I have supper. It's just super easy for us to have it cleaned out and ready to go for by the time that supper is finished. We can just pop everything into the dishwasher and run it. I've been finding in the last couple of washes that the dishes have not been cleaned, so you can kind of see me putting a couple of dishes up on the counter to rewash again in the next load. Unfortunately, it might just be the fact that I'm packing it too tight, which tends to happen when you have young kids, you know, and you want to get most into your load that you can so you don't have to redo it. Anyways, but yeah, no, I've done this a couple of times at this point, and I learned that sometimes less is more. So we're figuring it out as we go.
So here we are in the final moments of the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching the video today. Please, if you enjoyed today's, stick around for more. I am looking to post once a week for right now, just to kind of stick with, just maybe grow some friends along the way. If you're interested in watching more videos, like and subscribe, and stick around.